Hey guys, ISO here, back to bring you another WoW Classic video. Today, let's take a look at the honor system that was in Classic WoW. It was just so different to what we have today, and it actually changed upon the release of the Burning Crusade. With that change, we lost the iconic honor ranks and the PvP system that came with it, so let's take a look at what's returning with the summer release of Classic WoW. So, the classic honor system actually serves as a way to compare your efforts in participating in PvP when compared to every other player in your server. When you participate in PvP content, whether it be outdoor like Taran Mill vs South Shore, or Battlegrounds, which will come in a later phase when Classic releases, you'll start earning honorable kills, or HKs. Obviously, an honorable kill is awarded when you kill someone of the opposite faction, or you're grouped and someone in your group kills someone. The only thing is, you need to be over level 10 to be considered an honorable kill. Any lower, and you're an honorless target. Now, not all honorable kills have the same value. Every honor kill gives a certain amount of contribution points. Your contribution points are measured by the amount of PvP experience you have. An example of this would be killing an unranked fresh player versus killing a Grand Marshal or a High Warlord. Rank 14 player is going to offer a substantially larger amount of honor points than the unranked player, obviously. You can also earn more points by completing objectives in Battlegrounds. On this tab, you can see how many honor kills your character has earned for the last week, or how many rating points or honor you earned during the week. As well, it also shows your standing. Now, your standing is where you compare to other players on your server. Your ranking for the week, along with the number of honor kills you've accumulated over the course of a week, when summed up with all your honor kills from before, will determine your current rating for the week. Now there's 14 ranks per faction, and you'll be awarded with a title, as well as benefits per title. It's important to note that unlike retail WoW, rated Battlegrounds, you can't go from rank 1 private all the way to rank 10, Lieutenant Commander or Champion in one day, as it only updates during the weekly reset. However, the exception to this is a dishonorable kill, which will affect your rank immediately and is used as a way to deter high-level players from griefing low-level quest hubs. A dishonorable kill happens when you kill a low-level NPC or a quest giver, or other important NPC like vendors that are much lower level than the player killing them. Like we said earlier, getting a dishonorable kill will affect your honor rating immediately and make you lose your standings with your server. To put it bluntly, say that you're a rank 11 and you get about 500 dishonorable kills throughout the week, that would drop you back to rank 1 within just the day. Few hours compared to weeks or even months of grinding it could take to get rank 11. So let's take a look at the ranks from Classic, starting from rank 1. On the Alliance, we have the Scout, the Corporal, Sergeant, Master Sergeant, Sergeant Major, Knight, Knight Lieutenant, Knight Captain, Knight Champion, Lieutenant Commander, Commander, Marshal, Field Marshal, and Grand Marshal. These are the Alliance PvP titles, and for the Horde we have Scout, Grunt, Sergeant, Senior Sergeant, First Sergeant, Stone Guard, Blood Guard, Legionnaire, Centurion, Champion, Lieutenant General, General, Warlord, and High Warlord. Each of these ranks offer items or armor and weapon upgrades as you achieve higher rank. Now, I'm kind of biased here and actually think that the Horde titles are actually a lot cooler than the Alliance ones. However, I honestly think that the Alliance got cooler looking armor and cooler looking weapons, and they're a lot more iconic than what the Horde ones were anyway. So to earn more honor, you'd want to stick to doing actual battlegrounds instead of just doing world PvP, but we're going to have to wait as the phase releasing of WoW isn't actually going to have any battlegrounds available upon release, so you're going to have to stick to world PvP until then. But for participating in battlegrounds, which you'll have to queue for in the battleground locations, so for Warsong Gulch, for the Horde you'll be queuing in the Barrens, and for the Alliance you'll be queuing in Ashenvale. Or you can queue for them in your faction capitals, so Stormwind, Ironforge, Undercity, and Orgrimmar. Winning a battleground will give you, besides all the honor earned on the battleground, it'll give you 3 marks of honor. That can be traded for experience, extra honor, and as well as reputation, with that battleground's specific faction. The losing team still receives 1 single mark of honor. This next point is probably something no one has probably considered, but killing the racial leaders of either faction actually awards a significant amount of honor. It actually gets divided between each person that participates in killing each faction leader as well. For the Alliance in Classic, we have High Lord Bolvar Fordragon, located in Stormwind, King Magni Bronzebeard in Ironforge, and Archdruid Fandral Staghelm in Darnassus. And for the Horde, we have Thrall, obviously, located in Orgrimmar, Cairn Bloodhoof, located in Thunderbluff, and Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, located in the Undercity. You need to get a group together, obviously, to kill these guys, as they're a boss. They actually are considered a skull. They have the double question mark next to them. In doing so, I'm sure it'll actually lead to a lot of fun world PvP, as it'll probably cause a retaliation on the other side, so be prepared to defend your faction capital as well. So looking at how much time you'd need to spend in grinding out a lot of these PvP ranks, I'd say realistically you could probably earn like maybe rank 9 or rank 10 on your own, but even then you're probably looking at almost 4 to 6 hours a day of PvPing. But you could probably do it if some nights you queued in with a group of, decent PvPers and grind it out for a few hours a night. However, if you're really looking and trying to hit that rank 14, you're going to have to go against just... You're going to have pretty much no life. You're looking at 14 to 16 hour days grinding, and you're probably looking at minimum 3 months work of doing it. But with that even being said, you're going to have to get in pretty good with the PvP community, as it's kind of like they're gatekeepers essentially. There's going to be a group that's going to be running for the next few months, and they're going to be not swapping in terms of win swapping. That could happen, win trading, that was a thing. But they're actually going to be looking at... So there'll be a group of, say, 5 to 10 people running, and they will earn that person's amount of PvP honor for that week. They'll get them Grand Marshal or High Warlord, and then they'll step down, and the next person will step up and achieve it. So you're going to have to know the PvP community pretty well, actually. You also need to compete against what's called Honor DK. As you rank higher, your DK will actually go faster and faster. So you won't just be competing against other players that are earning honor. You'll also be competing against the DK system that your honor will actually deflate. You'll need to grind even harder and longer. I was only about 13 or 14 years old when I was playing Classic WoW, actually, and I got to rank 8 on my own. Again, in terms of how much time I actually had, that wasn't as much time as you may think, because my parents were pretty strict on how much time I actually got to play. So it is achievable, I'd say, to get rank or 9-10 on your own, but you're looking at still a fair few hours of rank time. Also, there was only really about 1 rank 14 per server per faction, so there was pretty much only 1 Grand Marshal that week, and there was only 1 High Warlord that week as well. So that's another thing to take into consideration. If you're really going to think you're going to get rank 14, find a group, get in touch with the PvP community on your server, and yeah, get to it. Anyways, my dudes, I think I'll wrap it up here. If you want to discuss anything further with these sorts of videos, the Classic community is actually quite large, and you should head over to Reddit and check out the Classic WoW subreddit on there. Also, there's a Discord server you can check out. It's not mine, it's just a Classic WoW run server. Also, you can check me out on Twitch, and you can follow me on Twitter. I'll leave the links in the description box below. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Again, I'm just a small channel growing. New videos every week, Tuesday and Friday, 5 PM releases Melbourne time. I'll see you boys and girls in the next video. Peace.